Bose frames Rondo. Today we're talking about some of the worst headphones in the industry. But before we get started, this channel exists because technology is cool and fun to experience, so be a darling and subscribe so I can tell the haters to drink a smoothie made of slugs. Music, the general experience. Let's start by saying that there really is no sound isolation. I've used bone conduction headphones before, and it feels like these should be at least comparable. The lack of bone conduction makes the mediocre sound quality kind of like spraying a second-rate champagne out of a hose at your guests. How am I supposed to listen to my loud pornography video movies when there's zero sound isolation? Worth pointing out that one time I mistook the sound coming out of the glasses for the sound coming out of my smartphone speaker. Not a huge endorsement. It does pretty well in the upper registers, and the way it shoots sound at your ears is cool, but honestly, anything in the lower frequency sounds like garbo. The interface. I considered calling this just one button, Bose? The volume control. Bose, in their infinite wisdom, decided to add a gesture which allows you to change the volume by pressing the one and only button, and then moving your head to the left or the right. Does this look stupid? Absolutely. I tried doing it in public, and I like to think of myself as the kind of guy who doesn't give a fuck what people think, but it does get very old. And if you fuck up the gesture thing or it doesn't detect the head movement, which happens with startling frequency, it'll bring up Siri, which is annoying. Literally, all they would have had to do was to give it the same swipeable interface that they put on the Bose 700s. It looks like they did this with the next gen, which I ordered, but for reasons that I'll get into later, they did not show up. The case. The case does not have a battery. It does not even act as a charging dock you could plug in. As someone who owns a cat that really enjoys chewing on random shit, like for example $300 sunglasses, I am inclined just to force the cable into the case and charge them in there in safety. Software. The app is kind of goofy in that it gives you this cool swipe down connection animation, and doing that literally brings up a dialogue that says, go to settings and pair the damn thing. Device switching. Holy shit, this just sucks. Especially in light of how great device switching is on other Bose devices. Like, I get it that it can't be the same, but to switch, you literally have to flip it upside down and hold down the power button until it says it's ready to switch, which kills me because I can see on the Bose app that it remembers past devices. It's painfully clunky. Charging. I felt the battery and the charging was more than sufficient. Lenses. I almost forgot to talk about this. I guess, hypothetically, you could replace the lenses with transition lenses, but the fact of the matter is that if you want to use these inside and not look like a douchebag, you need to either buy transition or photochromic lenses. And again, this is just one of the multitude of deficiencies that makes this feel like a money grab. Lastly, here's a little roundup of some other likes and dislikes. No Find My Buds enabled. Bose has this service. I believe they've written the software because it's in the app, but it's not available for this device, which is annoying. Oh, and they don't pause when you take them off. Again, annoying. I do like that it announces my battery level on powering up, but that's so basic. Something else that I like that I didn't expect was that I don't have to have a headphones case in my pocket. I like that I can just wear them on my head or shirt and that they're not too heavy. On the note of not being heavy, they do feel kind of cheap, but you can't win them all. They're also very secure. I use them in a variety of unique situations, including at the gym, and to be honest, they never fell off or even felt like they would. Okay, so to summarize, I'd just like to say that this could have been a much more favorable review if I'd been able to compare the old generation and the new generation like I'd wanted to, which I ordered, but having said that, they said they'd ship them to me with the Rondos, but apparently they never did. Ultimately, these frames have none of the convenience or versatility that a similar device for this price point really demands. I would also say that you'd be better off spending your money on a pair of Aftershocks. If there's any lesson here, it's probably that even if most of your products are great, you're fucked if your customer service sucks, which in this case, it does a lot. Leave a thumbs up if you want to see more Bose-related content, but keep in mind that I'll probably just keep making it anyway. That's pretty much it. Until next time, I'm BRBTG. As always, I'll be right back.